Welcome. We're here at the Reelworld Film Festival here in Toronto with the Executive Director, Lindo. Thank you for your time there, Gabe.
Thanks for having me.
You started out as a media lawyer. You're working for Bay Street, CityTV, CHUM, then you went over to CBC. I want you to talk briefly about that before you got involved with the real world.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I started my career on Bay Street, as you mentioned, essentially doing media law, defamation, libel, that sort of thing, and was able to work with a number of different broadcasters. It's a fairly small market here in Canada, so CHUM, you mentioned, and CityTV, of course, and was able to spend 6 years working at CBC, essentially in the content space from the business and legal perspective, where I was essentially working on negotiating deals with a lot of Canadian television and film producers on behalf of CBC. And so over that time, I worked on films like Midnight's Children, which is a Deepa Mehta film, as well as The Book of Negroes, and popular shows like Schitt's Creek and Murdoch Mysteries as well. So it was a really good time, and to work with a lot of really great Canadian talent and folks in the business.
Coming over to the Reelworld Film Festival, I know that you guys are rebranded this year. It's sort of like you reinvented yourself. I want you to share with the differences from last year and what kind of message you're trying to send to people out there.
What we really were thinking around was this idea of films that are exploring pressing issues facing the world. And as you know, you turn on the news and there are all sorts of things, everything from war to the refugee crisis to police and civil rights violations in the U.S. There's all sorts of things happening, and I think that it's a really exciting opportunity to be a festival that can bring a lot of these stories to life and to give context and to offer solutions as well around a lot of these issues. I think that film has a unique opportunity and a unique ability to shed light on perhaps difficult subject matter and to create clarity around something that might take a lot more time to understand otherwise. And so for us, Reelworld this year and into the future is really thinking about how to best bring stories to people that shed light on things that are happening in the world and create and showcase solutions. You know, we're filming actually right now in our conversation room, where is a place that after screenings people will come together and connect, meet organizations that are working on the issues that are covered in the films. So for example, we have a film that's playing right now called Shadow World, which looks at the global arms trade. And we have a representative from Project Plowshare who will be here to talk with people afterwards and connect with them. So I think that's a big part of what we're doing, is we're connecting audience members after they've been engaged and inspired by a film, and we're connecting them with organizations and other folks to better connect and look into issues from beyond the screening into, how do you actually take action in your own life.
And thank you again for everything that Gabe.
Thank you for your time.